What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we're going to be talking about Horizon 2. We're just going to kind of be talking about the things I like about the game, because some people tend to think I have a really negative opinion about this game. I really don't. Like, I actually really do rather like the game. So today we're going to be kind of giving my overall opinions after playing Horizon, you know, a lot. You know, I've put lots of hours into this. I'm like level 70. I like to think I played more than the average consumer. But at the same time, I haven't played as much as I probably should have. But I think I can still give a valid opinion on, you know, whether the game's worth that 60 bones, as the gamer 2323 would say. But yeah, is, you know, Horizon 2 worth it? You know, maybe you're going into Christmas and you want the game. You know, is it worth those £50? Is it worth, you know, maybe that one game you might get per year? Because I know not everyone here has enough money to buy every single game. You know, like back when I was a kid, I could only get like maybe 1 or 2 games per year. Is Horizon worth your 60 skrill? That is the real question. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so this isn't a formal review, this is simply just my opinions and, you know, some advantages, some disadvantages, and is it worth it? Not a review by any means, you know, I'm not going to be going in depth, what's good, what's bad, just going to be, you know, just casually talking to you guys. So, advantages, what does Horizon really have going for it? Basically the vinyl editor. Obviously everyone knows Forza has an amazing vinyl editor, and it has an amazing vinyl marketplace, and no other game I can ever think of ever competes with Horizon's marketplace. It is so vast, so broad. Basically, it's like its car list. It's so vast, so broad, so amazingly detailed. The Horizon like car list and the vinyl editor and marketplace are the greatest thing ever to come to Forza ever. I genuinely can't think of anything better, you know. Just being able to literally make whatever car you want, you know, in terms of visuals wise, it's tremendous, you know. You've got your most wanted cars, your need to be most wanted cars. I'm sure you've seen many videos on them. You know, you can literally make any car you've seen from Fast and Furious. You want to make a Hanuk drift car, you can do that. You know, you want to make a HKS or Blitz car, you can do that. You know, it's really, really dynamic. So if you are really into vinyl editing and all that kind of stuff, you're gonna absolutely love this. It's just got so much. You know, the list goes on and on and on, really. But the vinyl editor is one of the huge advantages that Horizon has for me. Like, I think that's one of the main things that comes back for me. You know, that, the car list, and tuning, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, are the main 3 factors for me of the game, and that's why I still play it to this day. I still haven't completely finished the campaign, hence why this isn't really an actual review, just kind of like talking about it. But from what I have played, it is like that is the only thing that keeps me coming back. So as I just said, another amazing thing which is in Horizon, which isn't in any other racing game, is the tuning. The tuning is unbelievable. You know, the amount of things you can do to it. It's basically Forza 5 tuning wise, with, you know, an open world, and it's just great. You know, you've also got your assists, which we can make it really dynamic and diverse, plus the game just looks freaking gorgeous. Hands down the best looking Xbox One exclusive, or best Xbox. I think I'll go as far to say that this is probably the best looking Xbox One game I've played so far. Now, whether it beats Forza 5, again, like, I haven't played too much Forza 5, but from what I've played of it, every other game, I played Halo, I played Sunset Overdrive, I played Wormers Battleground. Nah, in all seriousness, I've played about 6 games on Xbox One, and this is hands down, from what I've experienced, the best. Whether it beats Rise, Son of Rome, I don't know, but overall, it is really just the best. So those are the advantages of the game. Now we're going to go on to the disadvantages, and we're going to talk about is it worth it or not. So, yeah, here we go into the disadvantages. Okay, disadvantages. Now, there is quite a few. So, number 1, the campaign gets extremely repetitive. You end up really enjoying the first few road trips, and then after like the 3rd or 4th one, you'll realise that it's reusing the same events. And it can get a bit tedious and a bit boring, and when you eventually beat the campaign and you unlock the campaign plus mode, you basically feel like giving up, because it is like, it's so repetitive. It actually puts a really big strain on your brain. It hurts. So it's obviously got the competitive, the repetitive, nature of the campaign. You're gonna get, no matter what you think or what you say, guys, when you end up buying this game and you end up playing it, or maybe you already have played it, you'll know that the campaign is ridiculously repetitive. I keep on saying competitive. It's completely repetitive, and you're probably going to end up getting bored of the campaign somewhat, and you're going to end up tuning cars and drifting. But anyway, that's what I've done. So for me personally, the campaign is super repetitive. On top of that, half the game will be DLC, so if you don't want to fork out the extra about, 40, 50 quid, you're going to be missing a lot of content from the game. Half the cars in the game are going to be DLC eventually, so you've got to keep that in mind when you're buying the game, plus Storm Island's DLC, so if you want to buy that, you have to buy that separately, which is going to cost a lot of money. But it's there if you want to do it. Personally, for me, I've bought the car pass, but I'm not going to buy anything else. I just don't see it being worth it for me, because obviously the campaign is way too, repetitive for me to carry on playing this game. In that type of fashion. I wouldn't play it for the campaign. I play it more for drifting and just making cars and stuff. On top of that, you can say that the online is it's not what you're usually used to. And this can be bad and good for some ways, but I personally didn't like it. Thought there was a lot they could do with the multiplayer, but I didn't really like the online road trip system. It didn't really suit my needs, really, and I don't think I personally enjoyed it too much. On top of that, there's really nothing else. Those are really the three main things, but they are huge things. Again, I don't want this to sound like a review, but out of 10, I give this game a solid 7.5. There's so many bugs, so many issues with the game, in terms of DLC, in terms of a repetitive campaign, in terms of even the AI at times can be a bit annoying. But what I will say is that Playground Games made a really good game here, really robust. If you're buying this game to customize cars, you're going to be pretty happy. I don't want to talk about the crew too much because that's obviously like something else, but you're going to be pretty happy if you buy in this game to purchase and upgrade cars, especially how you get money really fast. It's going to help you get loads of cars and customize, and it gives you lots of money to customize, etc, etc. So if you are buying this game purely for customization and drifting and stuff, you're going to love it. If you're buying it for the campaign, I would say look for your other options. Maybe Drive Club, maybe the crew. Maybe you just buy something else for last gen, even like Gran Turismo 6. But if you're looking for a core campaign, this isn't the way for you. Obviously, it hasn't got a story either. So if you're looking for a story, narrated campaign, go for the crew. And if you're looking for a robust, multiplayer, which is kind of like a very classical, multiplayer, definitely go for Drive Club. I think Drive Club has a really good one. It's got a lot of variety as well. It's got drift events, time trials, normal events, sprint events. It's got quite a lot in there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure to follow all my social media down in the description below. And yeah, guys, stay safe, please.